The night Ephraim Cole returned to Nigeria, Murtala Muhammad Airport felt colder than he remembered, not because of the weather, but because of the mission waiting for him. Once the carefree billionaire heir who studied criminology in the United States, he now moved through the arrival hall like a ghost, unseen, unnoticed. Chief Alex Cole, the CEO of CodeTech Company, had summoned his son, Ephraim, home quietly. Something dark was eating away at CodeTech, the family empire that once dominated Nigeria's tech and logistics sector. Within 18 months, profits had collapsed. Rumors of sabotage filled the air like smoke. Fake contracts, inflated invoices, disappearing assets. At night, father and son met in a modest apartment in Ikoyi. No fancy mansion, no domestic staff, just two men facing the truth. Chief Alex's voice trembled slightly. Ephraim, my company is dying. Someone inside wants to bring CodeTech down. You must enter quietly, as an ordinary worker. No one must know who you are. Only then will you find the snakes. Ephraim nodded. I'll find them. Every last one. 2 days later, Ephraim was employed to work at CodeTech as a delivery staff in the logistics department. Helmet, gloves, worn boots, and a simple ID card that read, E. Cole, dispatch writer. Nobody recognized him. Not even those who used to attend the company's annual dinner, where his face once shined on magazine cover. His polished English instantly made him a target. Co-workers were stunned by Ephraim's polished English. They teased him all the time, but Ephraim always waved them off with a smile. If only they knew whom he was. It didn't take long before he sensed the rot. One afternoon, he overheard two supervisors arguing in hushed voices about a special contract. Worth billions, a contract with a mysterious partner company. But the name on the document didn't exist in any government registry. Later that night, during a power outage, Ephraim slipped into the administration office. Shadows danced across desks as he scanned the room with a tiny pen light. A misplaced envelope caught his eye. Inside were photocopies of checks, with huge sums signed with a forged version of his father's signature. His heart tightened. Someone was draining CodeTech deliberately. The next week, he noticed something strange at the loading bay. A delivery truck, marked empty, was secretly filled with expensive company equipment, printers, laptops, router systems. Someone was smuggling assets out of the company, disguised as routine transport runs. And yet, no alarms were raised. A file he saw earlier suddenly vanished from the cabinet. Someone was watching the investigators within the company and erasing their tracks. One evening, he followed two senior managers to a dimly lit bar where they exchanged flash drives and thick brown envelopes. Ephraim, hidden in the shadows, captured clear photos with his hidden camera pen. At home, under a single dim bulb, he arranged the evidence on the table. Illegal agreements, suspicious transfers, inflated invoices. A maintenance contractor had billed CodeTech 87 million Nigerian nairas for repairs that were never done. He photographed every page. A junior accountant, overwhelmed and frightened, confided in him. They are forcing me to change figures. If I refuse, I might lose my job. Ephraim comforted her, though he hid his true identity. Just stay strong. Justice is coming. Soon the shadows began watching him too. On the ride home, he noticed a black sedan trailing him for several streets. When he stopped, it slowed. When he turned, it followed. Someone suspected him. In the office, an IT officer wiped several important financial logs. Fortunately, Ephraim had already backed them up. He had learned to always stay 3 steps ahead. One night, he recorded a heated conversation in the staff lounge. If Alex won't sell this company to us, we'll bring it down ourselves. The conspiracy was wider than he thought. A misplaced access card gave him entry to the executive floor, an area only directors could enter. There, behind a decorative bookshelf, he discovered a hidden cabinet filled with files, thick folders, secret ledgers, false receipts, and payment trails that linked directly to 3 top directors siphoning millions monthly. By day, he rode his delivery bike under the Lagos sun. By night, he became the company's unseen detective. One document chilled him more than the rest. The CFO, Mrs. Agnes, had approved the transfer of 2 billion Nigerian nairas into a foreign account owned by a man named Thomas Wax. Who was he? Why did he hold so much financial power over CodeTech? Before he could search further, security nearly caught him snooping. He escaped through a back staircase, his heart pounding. The next morning, someone planted stolen items in his delivery bag. A setup, a warning. A senior manager cornered him in the elevator, leaning close, whispering, "Curious rats get poisoned." Ephraim simply smiled. "A good thing I'm not a rat." Weeks passed as Ephraim pieced the puzzle together. He identified 30 workers connected to a corrupt chain of overbilling, ghost vendors, and illegal commissions. He met with his father in secret again, handing over voice recordings, copied logs, photos of checks, internal reports. Chief Alex's hands shook. "My company, my people. Ephraim, who is behind this?" "There's one name that keeps appearing, Thomas Wax." Following a suspicious delivery address, Ephraim traced a truck to a warehouse in Apapa. Inside, printers churned out fake receipts, fake delivery reports, fake invoices, everything needed to drain CodeTech dry. And finally, he confirmed the truth. Thomas Wax was a rival CEO, secretly funding the sabotage so he could buy CodeTech cheaply when it collapsed. But Ephraim wasn't done. With skills from his criminology training, he hacked into a hidden internal server one even the IT department didn't know existed. There, he found incriminating emails between Thomas Wax and CodeTech directors mapping out the entire takeover plan. He now had enough evidence to bury them. He called his father over the phone. "Arrange the annual general meeting. Everything ends tomorrow." The CodeTech annual general meeting hall filled with shareholders, board members, directors pretending everything was normal. What they didn't expect were the unexpected guest at the meeting hall. Chief Alex stepped forward. "Today, I introduce someone you've all seen, but never truly known." Ephraim entered the hall dressed in a sharp suit. No helmet, no gloves, no uniform. Gasps filled the room. "That's the delivery boy," a director whispered. Chief Alex lifted his hand. "This is my son Ephraim Cole, a criminology expert, and your shadow these last 6 months." A long table was rolled in. Boxes of evidence, stacks of documents, forged checks, fake contracts, USB drives loaded with recordings. Silence fell like a stone. As the projector displayed the incriminating videos and audio clips, many of the corrupt executives froze. Some shook. Some buried their faces in their palms. At the back of the hall, police officers quietly stepped forward. The commissioner of police spoke firmly. "By the powers vested in me, all the directors of CodeTech PLC are under arrest." Over 30 directors and senior staffs were arrested in a single day. Handcuffs clicked. Flash cameras fired. Shareholders murmured in disbelief. News spread across Nigeria. Thomas Wax was exposed. His own board fired him. He and the corrupt CodeTech directors were sentenced to 5 years in prison by the court of the land. Within days, CodeTech's collapsing shares surged again. Investors made calls. Partnerships revived. Confidence returned like rainfall after drought. At the next board meeting, Chief Alex stood proudly. "My son saved this company from destruction. I hereby appoint Ephraim Alex Cole as a director of CodeTech Industries." Applause thundered through the hall. Ephraim addressed them calmly. "This company deserves truth. And from this day, transparency becomes our culture." He cleaned out corrupt departments, restructured systems, introduced new checks and balances. The former delivery staff members watched in awe. The delivery boy they mocked now stood among the board of directors. Yet in his new office, Ephraim kept one item locked in a glass case. His old delivery uniform. A quiet reminder that sometimes the greatest power hides in plain sight.